Hello all, welcome to my channel. This is Marcelina. Hope your day is going swell. Today I bring to you a little thrift flip video. I have a couple articles of clothing, all from Goodwill or other thrift stores, that I would really like to upcycle today. All of these upcycle projects are going to be fairly easy. That's what's crack-a-lackin' today. That's what we're doing. Hope you enjoy the video. Is that really what I look like? Okay, so the first thrift flip that I would like to attempt is going to involve this weird shirt that I found when I raided my mom's Goodwill bag. She was cleaning out her closet and she had like a whole bag of things that she wanted to give to Goodwill. This shirt is the only thing that I kind of saved because I thought it had potential. All the other things, not quite up my alley, but this shirt has such an adorable embroidery. It's sleeveless because my mom chopped off the sleeves, which I understand because cutting fabric is sort of liberating. So this is the shirt that I'm going to attempt to thrift flip today as my first project, and I am thinking that I can cut up this weird sweater and combine the two together and make something pretty cool. This sweater is just emerald green, I guess, wraparound kind of thing. It's sort of the thing that an English teacher would wear and just constantly do that one thing where they wrap it around themselves and then unwrap it and then wrap it again. The material is ribbed. I think it has kind of a lot of potential. The thing that I'm going for is kind of like a cropped sweater thing, but not really. I just don't want to see this cute little shirt go to waste, you know? It's so cute. So what I'm thinking the first step in doing this is going to be cropping the shirt. It's pretty long, and then just cut up this sweater and use this bottom half as kind of a extension to the shirt, and then I'm hoping to do some sleeves and hopefully a turtleneck if I have enough fabric. Yeah, no more talking, let's get to it. Okay, so the first step in doing this is going to be cropping the shirt. Like I said before, cropping is one of the most liberating things that you can do. I really enjoy cutting fabric. It's such a good feeling. Okay, so this is the length of the shirt, and I'm going to crop it somewhere around here so it's just a tad bit shorter. If you're doing this, make sure to leave a bit room for inseam because it's better to have more fabric than not enough fabric. A solid 4 inches is how much I think I'm gonna take off this shirt. So honestly, if I were you, I wouldn't really worry about cutting it in a straight line. I mean, as long as you don't have a big difference in length across, then you're not gonna have a problem. We're gonna hem it anyways. There's a plane. Perks of living by the airport. As I was saying, we're gonna hem this anyways. Don't worry about cutting it precisely. It's not that big of a deal. This is the length that we're at right now. I'm gonna hem it now, then we're gonna figure out what to do next. Now that I have cropped and hemmed this shirt, I think that it is time to take the sweater, the cardigan thing, and cut off the bottom half of it to make the bottom half of this shirt and just attach it all together. What I'm gonna do is take the cardigan, go at it, just cut it straight across. Okay, so this is the piece of the sweater that I am planning to attach to the bottom of this shirt, sort of like that. I'm going to hem it. Since the cardigan is like a different material, it loses thread quickly, so I have to hem it in order for it to not unravel. I just finished hemming the whole cardigan, and I'm gonna take some pins and mark all the places that I want to sew together so it becomes kind of like a tube top. Time to connect this green sock tube top part looking thing to the cropped shirt. It's going to be kind of difficult, but I am planning on sewing less of the sock material with more of the shirt material, if that makes any sense. The shirt is wider than the sock, and I want to achieve sort of a tucked in effect. Hi. So it's actually been a couple of days since I sat down to work on this shirt. I took a little break from the sewing. The last clip that you saw, I spent like 8 hours working on the shirt, so I decided to just give myself a little break, you know? But alas, we're back. We're gonna continue working right where we picked off. We're gonna pick up We're gonna pick up right where we left off. What I did off camera, what you guys didn't see, something scandalous. I made a little turtleneck for my shirt. I took just a strip of fabric that was a little bit tighter than the circumference of my neck. I didn't want to hem it because the material is already pretty small, so I just did a little lettuce hem, and this is how I think I'm gonna attach it to the shirt. And speaking of the shirt, this is how it looks currently. This is where we're at right now. I think it looks pretty cute. It's definitely not turning out how I imagined, but at the same time it is. Now it's gonna be time to attach the neck because I am way too scared to attack the sleeves at the moment. So we're just sticking to the neck. I don't want to look at the sleeves right now. They kind of make me want to cry. Even though I love this lettuce hem, I still think that I want to have this be the part that's going up. I really like this straight line kind of look. The next day, and it's time to make the sleeves. I know, I'm just as terrified as you are. No idea how I'm gonna do this. I do not want to get copyrighted again, so please accept this. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm sort of terrified. I have no idea how to make sleeves. I've never made sleeves in my life. I have done my research. I don't know what's up with Google. They just don't have t-shirt sleeve tutorials, I guess. And God, I am out of breath. And I think I'm ready. The shirt that I'm wearing right now is actually a pretty fine example of the kind of sleeve that I would like to make. I'll just take measurements off of this. Okay, I might have to take off my shirt. BRB. To make the sleeve, I cut a 6 by 8 by 9 rectangle, and one of the sides was curved. To get the length of the curved side, I used the curve of the t-shirt that I'm making. Now that I have made one of them, I'm just gonna make another one that is exactly the same. Now that I have cut the sleeves, all that there is really left to do is hem and attach them to the shirt. So I'm gonna do that. We're almost done. We're so close. I am so excited to see the final result. Okay, I just finished working on this weird shirt, this first project. Are you ready to see it? Are you excited? Because I'm excited. This is how the shirt turned out. I cannot explain how happy I am with this. This is so cute. This is everything that I wanted it to be. The sleeves were surprisingly easy to make and attach, which I was very shocked by. I did not expect it to be this easy. It's so cute. And this part, I really love it. I am incredibly happy right now with how this looks. My week, it just got 1,000 times better. Look at that. That's so adorable. This was such a good project. This is one of the first things that I actually feel like I'm gonna wear. In the past, I've sewn things just to like experiment and try out things that I haven't really worn. But this, I'm probably gonna be wearing it every single day. I just love this ribbed material. It's so nice. I think it's so classy. This was such a great way to upcycle a shirt. Next project that I would like to do, I would like to upcycle this shirt. It's another one that I found at Goodwill. I thrifted it. It's a large polo with 3 colors, and it has a cute little fish embroidery on the front. It's one of my favorite shirts. I just think it could be more appealing. It would just look a little bit better if I made it shorter and cinched it a bit. I really want to give it a new life by upcycling it. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut this blue part, or at least a part of this blue part, and I'm gonna hem it, and into the hem I'm gonna put this rubber band. I have a whole roll of this rubber band thing. This is the band that I'm talking about. It's very stretchy, super efficient. I use it very often when I'm sewing. You just take it, insert it into the hem. If your shirt is a bit wider, you can make it nice and cinched so it sticks to your body. I love this thing. I'm gonna use it to cinch up the shirt so it's a bit more appealing. This thrift flip is gonna be much more easier than the last one. I'm sure of it. First step, let's go crop this shirt. The length that I would really like is something like this. I don't want the band to interfere with this embroidery. I'm just gonna leave a little piece of this navy part, crop it like this. I have cropped the shirt. I really like the length that it is at right now. All that I need to do next is just take this stretchy band, insert it into the shirt, and close it up. Now that I have attached this rubber waistband to the shirt on the inside like so, I am going to take this part and overlap it like so I can really feed those two birds with one cone by using one stitch to hem this as well as attach it to this part. So after many days of going at this shirt, I have finally finished it. I know what you're thinking. This was such a simple little thrift flip, such a simple DIY. Why in the world would it have taken it so long? Well, allow me to enlighten you and let you in on a little story time that happened. When I was sewing the first project, I broke not one, not two, but 3 sewing needles. I know, only I have the talent and the skill to break 3 needles in one sitting. So that happened. Once I put the 4th needle into the sewing machine, it just completely stopped working. I thought that the problem was with the thread. Turns out it wasn't. It was the needle. For a whole week, I had no idea what was going on with this sewing machine. But once I figured that out, I was able to finish the shirt, which I'm very happy about. It turned out pretty cute. I'm very happy with how it looks. I think that I'm gonna wear it a lot more often now. It's gonna go really well with high-waisted pants. This was such a simple DIY. Really, the only thing that you need to make this is an elastic waistband. You could probably do this thrift flip by hand. I have done so with some other shirts before. It's just a bit quicker when you use the sewing machine, unless your sewing machine breaks down, then it's quicker to do it by hand. But it's a pretty simple DIY. Go for it, I guess. Okay, on to the last thrift flip. This one, super easy, probably not even gonna take a whole 5 minutes. This one, very easy. So recently my mom and we took a little trip to Goodwill and I found these jeans in the ladies section. I was so happy with them. They are this kind of baggy straight leg. They are the perfect wash. Really like them. Another plus is that they have an elastic waistband. These pants are the most comfortable thing ever. The problem is that they are about 2 sizes, maybe 3, too big on me. Since this is an elastic waistband, I thought that this thrift flip would be fairly easy. All you need to do is just insert a couple stitches and you will have yourself a nice, flattering, fitted pair of pants. So the first step in thrift flipping these jeans is just going to be taking them by the waistband and seeing how many inches I really need to take off. Once I have sort of just an idea of how much smaller I need them to be, I'm gonna mark the place and go on to the sewing machine. I'm just going to tuck the waistband of the pants into themselves so it's not very visible. Gonna do a simple stitch on the sewing machine down the waistband. Then I'm gonna do another stitch on the inside of the pants. There you have it, the finished product. The pants look so good in my opinion. They are so much more fitted now and they just overall look a lot better. They're so much more flattering. If you have any pants that are kind of loose on you, I recommend it. It was fairly easy. Hi, you've reached the end of this video. How shocking, how sad. I know, I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed this. I really did enjoy this. I love sewing and upcycling stuff. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.